Oh, I just closed that. Oops. Okay, here we go, here we go. All right, welcome back. I was going to finish the mini split setup without you guys, but I felt guilty, especially because I know some of you guys are following the mini split, so I'll finish it with you guys. I won't be mean. Let's take a look. So where do we leave off? So we got the. Let's open this up real quick. I don't know if you guys remember where we left off at, but we'll start from scratch. God damn, this thing sucks. All right, good. So this is the bedroom in the middle, which is going to be this guy. And that's the living room. You know what I just thought about? We actually need one at the far end over here. So bedroom, bedroom, bedroom. We got nothing cool in this spot. I don't know who's calling, but rejected. We're busy. All right. So I just realized something. We didn't even do we haven't added the living room. That's crazy. So half. What's half of 11? 5.5. Oh my god, I hate ads. Half of 11 is 5.5. So 5.5 plus 4.5, 9, 10. That's just another 10 feet and some change. So let's draw this out real quick. How do I get those to be straight? I don't get it. I suck at this. Maybe let's take a look. Oh no. Oh, that looks ugly. So, whatever. You gotta be shitting me. So, let's add a text here. It went over another 10 feet. Oh my god, let's delete that. So 10 foot, bam. And then it'll go up another 5 feet here. And then we're going to put a 1 footer up here. Good. Next. So we got 3 lines going that way. So let's put a big ol'. We should put, so we're not confused, we're going to put a multiplier of 3 bold letters. Bam, son. Those are 3 lines going that way. So out of the condenser, for those who are joining a little later, we are trying to design a mini split install. Bam, bam, bam. 9.2, 12.6. So you could tell this was physically measured. We physically measured these rooms, and this was done by an app. This was done by an app, so which is cool because we use this so we can give it to the customer so they can see it. Obviously, a customer prefers to see this over this, and that's why I like to physically measure them every time. If I physically measure my rooms, I can do a really close load calculation, if not a more accurate calculation than if we use the app. With the app, we're going to get somewhat close, but not quite what we need. Bathrooms are 9 by 7, 9 by 5, 9 by 7. Look at that, 10 and 9.8. That one's pretty close. So let's write this. So we're gonna put this to the side. Let's go square footage. How do we get square footage? Let's take a look here. So for the first bedroom, which is this guy, we're going to put 9 foot 10 foot 4 and 12 and a half. So 10 foot. Ooh, I haven't showed you guys this one. What is my decimal for 4 inches? I know for a fact it's a quarter, but how do we get that? Just from experience, I know how to do it. So you get 4 inches, and then you divide it by 12.33. So I said a quarter. All right, good. So 0.33, now we add the 10 to it. So we know the first one, which is this guy here, is 1033 times, where can we write this so I don't forget it? Let me get a pen real quick. I guess I can write it here, just so we don't forget. So 10.33 times, let's do it again. The decimal for 8 inches, 8 times, or not times, you want to divide it by 8 divided by 12, because we have 12 inches in a foot. And then we're going to add the 9 feet to it. Boom. Now that's how you convert 9 foot 8 inches to decimals. So when you do this, this is what an engineer wants to see, or a architect. We do everything on our drawings, we do with decimals. So we convert decimal to fraction and fraction to decimals. All right, next. Oh. So, bam, 9.67. So that's what my first room is going to be. Let's multiply these two. 10.33 times 9.67 equals my square footage. My square footage of this first one is SQFT 99.89. Boom, might as well call it 100 square feet. Done. Actually, let's extend it a little bit. That's my first room. Second room. Let's do my second room. Should probably move that over here to the, we'll move it here. to where it's out of the way. We just got to remember that so our first room, the square footage is 99.89. Let's take a look at our second room. So that one's easy, 12 and a half, which is 12.5. That's 10.4. Look at that, 10.4 stays across, so it's pretty sweet. We already know what 10.4 is. So let's write it over here. 10.33 times 12.5 is going to be 10.33 times 12.5, 129.13 square feet. I'd rather round up. Always go a little bit, I want to make sure I have enough. And with ACs, you don't want to overdo it. You don't want to be too big. You don't want to be too small. Just right. If anything, you want to undersize it just a little bit. That way the system doesn't satisfy sooner than it needs to. Let's take a quick drink. Hell yeah. I love me some good old fashioned Arnold Palmers. All right, next. So we got the square footage of that guy. What's the square footage of my living room? So we got 13 foot by 11 foot 3. So again, 3 divided by 12 equals a quarter. So we're going to come over here. And we got 13 times 11.25 is going to give us our square footage. So 13 times 11.25, our square footage is going to be 146.25. And let's make it just a little bigger so we know what's up. So already, next. This is the next part we're going to do here. So, let's do the one upstairs. Don't forget about this guy right here. So the one upstairs, which is, I don't know if you guys forgot what it looks like. Oh, I gotta pull out those pictures again so you guys can see them. They're not on here anymore. That's okay. So the one for upstairs is this guy right here. We have a 23 and 2 inches by 22. We might as well do the whole thing. That's gonna be huge. That's for the second floor. But the second floor, if you guys remember what it looks like upstairs, it looks like this. This is my second floor. We're going to put the mini split right here so that it blows air this way. So the cool thing about this guy is when we're putting it on this side and blowing it this way, you see the stairs right here? A lot of that AC is gonna come up the stairs through here. Man, I wish this was flat upstairs. That way we could actually put it on this side. I would rather put it over here, but we have windows, so there's no way we can actually install it on that side. Man, it's a hard one. Whatever. So on this guy, let's do a 22 by 23 second floor. 22 times 23 is going to be, calculator. So calculator is going to be 22 times 23, boom, that's going to give us our square footage. Square footage, 506 SQFT, got it. So that's for this guy. Now we're going to pull out my cheat sheet. So I have a file where I keep a lot of my cheat sheets so that whenever I'm doing one of these, I can tell you. Let's take a look. Give me a second. Bam, look at that. Oh my God, full of ads. I hate ads. Give me a second. All right, so for square footage between 100 and 150, it'll take a 5K BTU head unit. We'll call it a 5Q, we'll just call it a head. This guy, are we between 100 and 150? Hell yeah, we are. So we're going to put another 5K BTU. Good. This guy also, we're right on the money, 146. So we'll do another 5K BTU. For the one upstairs, it's saying 500. So for 500, it's asking for 1 ton. And I actually wanted to put a 2 ton up there, a big boy. So we can do either or. We can put a 1 tonner for a 500 square feet, or we can put a 14. I think we're gonna do a 14K BTU, just because we're doing the whole upstairs. Let's see what the whole upstairs would be if we didn't. So 23 times 43. Let's see, 23 times 43 equals 989. So on here, I'm gonna put 506/989 SQFT. So for a 1,000, it's saying we can do a 21,000 BTU, 18,000 BTU, or 14,000 BTU. I feel comfortable if we do an 18. So I'm not going overkill and I'm not going under it, but we'll go right in between. So 18 sounds beautiful. I like that. Now, what do we do next? We have, man, my condenser's ugly. Let's do a pretty one. Let's do a shape. We can do a shape. Look at that. We'll put condenser. It's gonna look like that. And then we'll do brown. Good. And this is the condenser. Good. So that'll be our condenser. Done. So we don't know our condenser size yet because we need to add our BTUs. So let's add our BTUs. We have 5K plus 5K plus 5K plus 18. That says 33. So that's a 33,000 BTU. 33,000 BTU. Divide that by 12. So it is a 33 divided by 12 It's a 2 3/4 ton condenser. So it's just shy of 3-ton condenser. So I'm just going to call this a 3-tonner. So let's go here. They make 2 tons, 2.5, and then they make 3 tons. So we're going with a 3-ton condenser. Good. Are we happy? We're happy. So we have a condenser that is it's a quarter ton bigger to handle my 4 head units. Now let's go shop around for a condenser that can handle 4 head units. Now let's see what's up. And this is a system that we're doing for Daikin. So we want to make sure that the equipment that we pick will be something that will be approved by Daikin. So one of their coolest systems that they have, I don't know if I should say their name because I'm not getting paid to promote their stuff. So hopefully we get big enough and they promote us, I'll give you guys a hookup on equipment. Or not promote us, sponsor us. That's the word. Let's go with, bam. Let's open up their page real quick. We got messages. So right now I'm looking up mini splits. And let's take a look at this real quick. Now that we have an idea of what we need to order, we'll go ahead and pick the right one for this project. The ones that I like to install are they're, what are they called? They're called Aurora, but they're made for extreme weather conditions, so it can be pretty cold outside and this thing will keep running. Each one of these companies has their own. So Daikin has their own, Mitsubishi has their own, Fujitsu has their own, everybody has their own. Alrighty, so let me show you what we're doing. This is what we're doing. This is what we're working on. I love taking pictures of bees, so I'm gonna put this on the background for now until we find our, let me log into this thing real quick so we can find our mini split. So we're going to click on quotes. We're going to click on the project they want us to do. We're going to click on line items. So we're going to click on line items. Let's pull these guys back out again so you guys have something to look at. All right, good. So we got the line items. I'm trying to see if I can clock in, but it's not letting me clock in, whatever. I guess we're doing it for free. So let's take a look. We're looking for mini split or 3-ton Aurora. What is up? Three-ton Aurora. Let's take a look at this. Oh, I guess no, I can't show this. I think it still shows work orders and stuff like that, but I can pull up. There you go. I can pull up this guy. I can pull up half of it. How about that? So you guys can see what I'm. Oh, let's see if I can look up the paperwork for it. Specs. So you guys can see what I'm looking at. There you go. I'll bring this guy over here. So this is what I get to see on my end. So when I'm ordering equipment for your home or your building, this is what I get to see. So I get to look at what it requires for my installation. Let's zoom in a little bit. Good. Good. Precautions on installations. It's going to give you a heads up on everything. Obviously, it's not installed on little, I don't know what the hell that is. Some, looks like bricks. That looks ugly. Follow your instructions. This is beautiful. Look at that. So this is the one that I'm picking, the Aurora series. Installation precautions, pump downs. These things are, all mini splits are really badass. You just need to know how to install them. They're all good. And some of them require so much stuff that you are going to hook it up wrong. You have the pumps to wire, you have your controls to wire, you have your line voltage to wire, you have to run your line sets so long, like you can't put too many bends. The more bends you have, the longer it'll make it. All right, here we go. Next. So this is the one that we're picking. I'll put it on here so you guys can see it. And it'll be a 3-ton. This is 3/4 ton. That's stupid. It's 4-port. I think that's the one that we need right here. Got a message. So oh, that's beautiful. But the thing that I'm trying to see here, that's actually the one that we want. I found it. So let me see if I can get you the specs, the downloads, product guide. Is that it? Is that what we want to look at? Check this out. Connect up to 4 indoor units. And I think that's what we need, right? We got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 of them. My favorite to install are, I guess it doesn't matter. You tell me what you want and I'll hook it up. Look at this. Daikin Aurora multi-zone heating and cooling systems designed for living. Solutions for colder regions. So if you're going to live in Montana, Canada, Wyoming, anywhere up north, Alaska, I'm probably not. You can do Alaska. Living in colder climates doesn't mean a heat pump isn't a viable option to heat each space. So these things are badass. Look at this right here. Aurora heat pump systems have been redesigned to withstand extreme weather conditions, even when it is down to negative 13. So you can still get some heat out of these guys. There's another one that just got emailed to me. Let me see if we can look that one up. Actually, that's for a different project. We have another one for a different project. We'll do that one together too. So I'm going to add this one to the attributes. Let's look at the downloads, the service manual. I think it's that one. So I'll bring this one up. Let's take a look, Oh my God. Look at that. So this book is badass. I might just download this book. So this is for the Aurora 3-tonner. So look at this. It'll give us every little detail in there. And trust me, you got to go through every single one of these. So in here, there's dip switches, there's thermal power sensor. It'll tell you where the sensors are at. S1. These are your little dip switches right here. Receiver. You got to know. This is a good book. Next. Let's go with let's get rid of this. Get rid of this. And I think we found our winner. We're going to add that to the cart. It's a 4-port. It's a 3-ton. It's an Aurora. It's made for extreme weather conditions. It'll pass. Next, we need a condenser pad. Mini split condenser pad or mini split bracket. What the hell would you call it? Mini split bracket. Oh my God, you suck. Alright, so we can't find the bracket to this. But it's okay though. I know the pricing to it. So we're just going to look it up real quick. And then we'll bill them for it. We'll just say we're supplying it. So there's a little spot here. I'll show you the mini split pad. No bracket. Condenser pad. mini split condenser pad. Nope. So let me see if I can pull this up and show you guys what it looks like. Oh my god. So mini split condenser pad. Holy cow, that's expensive. Whatever. So this is a mini split condenser pad. Why are we going to set it on something that is raised 12 to 18 inches? Like I said, these things run in all weather. They run cold weather, they run in hot weather. And then when they're running during the winter, they'll condensate. So you want that water, you want the water to fall down and build up on the bottom. You don't want it to freeze up your condenser. Then it's done. So we know the pad is 6. I'll show you guys real quick what I'm doing. Labor, or it's material. There you go. So now you can see it. So in here, I'm going to put a little pad for 668, 72, and it'll be mini split condenser pad. Now, if they want to supply it, they'll supply it, but I'll throw it on here, and it's up to them if they want to give me theirs. A lot of times they'll tell me, hey, we can supply that, so you don't have to pick it up, and that's because they don't want to pay me for that. So that's cool. An install like this is going to take like 3 days. That's not even a lie. That's a lot. So what I'm going to put 3 days worth of labor. So yeah, that way we can make sure that we're covered for the week, maybe even a week. I'm going to put a week's worth of work. I'm not playing around. You want to make sure I'm showing you guys how to size a mini split, how to create. I don't know if you know what a mini split looks like or what it does, but you can add a heat pump. So right now we're designing a heat pump for a house. There's 2 bedrooms downstairs, a living room, and then there's a big bedroom in the second floor. So that's what we're designing. Just to make sure that we get paid for the whole week, because more than likely this will take all week. We'll have to run electrical. We'll have to do all of it, man. That's crazy. That's okay though. What's the worst thing they can say? No. They're gonna go to somebody else and ask them if they can do the install, and they're gonna say, okay, we'll do it for, I don't know. I think this $2,000 per head unit. 2, 4, 6, 8. So 10,000 more than likely to do one of these guys, and then plus materials. So we'll be fair. We're always fair. We do this because we want to help out people. All right, next. Um, it'll be what? 2 guys all week, 8-hour days. What is that? 16 times 5, 80 hours. Okay. Man, I'm great. Let's put installation of 4 head units. And plumbing for each room. Existing home the home does not have any. The home only has. Let's put the home only has a boiler. All right, let me put something in the background for you guys. And I do have it right here. So that's what the home looks like. Next, installation of 4 head units and plumbing for each room. Let's add that right there. Yes, sir. Next, let's add PVC 3/4. I guess. I guess what's next, huh? Each one of these units, we need to pick our head units, right? Let's. Now, once we pick our head units, it'll give us the specs on what size the line sets have to be. So next is we gotta look for 5K head units. I wonder if they even have those. $5K. Do they even have those? Heat pump units. Ooh. 5K head unit. I guess I don't know. 5K head unit. How are we going to look for this? Mini split. Nine. I think the smallest we can get it is in 9. I'm pretty sure that's the smallest it goes. I think that's the smallest we can do. Let's take a look. Head units. Mini split. I'm not sure. Next. So we're going to log into a different supply house. Right now I'm having trouble finding head units that are even that small. So more likely the smallest we can get is a 9K head unit. So we'll go to products, Let's go to mini split. We'll go to wall mounts. Oh, these guys have it in 6K. So if they have it in 6K, we might be able to. So looks like Mitsubishi does have them in 6K. That's awesome. Oh my god. So now, let's see if we can find that on here. 6K BTU. 6K mini split. You've got to be shitting me. I'm starting to get a little upset. What's up, mister? Let me show you what we're doing. I know you love this stuff. You missed out yesterday. So we've been designing a mini split for, we've been designing a mini split, 3 head unit mini split, and the upstairs for this house right here. This is the back of the house. One of the mini splits is going to come up here. This is our upstairs. It'll be cool in this area. This is our downstairs. It'll have 2 rooms. I'm going to put one here, one there, and one in the living room. Good. So we'll put this down, put this down. But right now we're having trouble locating something for it. I do my own. I just designed that. This morning we're doing it together. So we're doing that this morning together, and then we did this one. You're talking about these guys right here, right? So each one of these are, I think, like $20 to create. I forget, or $30. Maybe it's $30. Each one of those is $30 to create. So those are 3 head units. Our condenser, it's going to be a 3-tonner, but I think the smallest is going to be a 6K. But I'm starting to get upset because I can't find the head units for this. We're gonna have to message these vatos because they're over here pushing to get it done, and I can't find the parts for it. Let's see what's up. Let's see what we can find. I'm gonna text this person. So, recent contacts. Let's see what's up. I'm trying to look for the head units, but I can't seem to find them on the site. Oh. The watch? It's a Garmin. I love this because I could take it hiking and you can save your last location. So if you get lost, it'll turn on the GPS so you can go back the same way you came. Alright, so let's continue this. I cannot find equipment, labor, shipping. I wonder if they even make them. Does Daikin make Daikin 6K head units? And it has to be for a heat pump too, because we wanted to do both heating and cooling. So let's see what this is right here. Looks like it's a 7K. Let's see if we can find that on here. Base. Nope. You've got to be kidding me. I cannot find this stupid. Let's see if we can look it up by model number. Indoor multi-split fan. I found something. I don't know what the hell this is though. Here, I'll bring it up over here so you guys can see it with me. So, I found this. Oh, I think that's it. I think we found it. So, mini split fan coil, indoor multi split fan coil. Let me show you what we're looking at now. Okay, cool. So I found this guy. So I'm guessing that's what we need. No, that's a condenser. That's not it. That's a condenser. We have installation manual split series model Daikin. Let's take a look at this. Indoor outdoor unit. So are we looking at the outdoor unit, or are we looking at why do I have the installation for an outdoor? Oh, this is ridiculous. I'm going to have to come right back. I need to make a phone call to Daikin. The reason being is because I'm their subcontractor, so they pay me to install their equipment. Don't pay me to go out there and take a look at some of their customers. So what happens is if you're a customer, you're going to go on their website, or I guess I don't even know how that happens. I think people just type in I need a mini split or a furnace or whatever it is, and then they'll reach out to me and say, hey, can you go check out this other house? I don't know how they get their customers, but whatever. I get paid to do what I do best. Let's take a look. So downloads, warranties, PDS, product, submittals. That might be it. Let's see if that's it. Look at that. So let me pull this one up. Look at that. They actually give you a 10-year warranty on this. That's actually not bad. Here, I'll show you this real quick. I should charge them for putting their equipment on my on my site. I'm not getting sponsored, so you guys can buy whatever. I'm just showing you what I'm doing. 10-year parts warranty. That's pretty badass. That's more than what you get on your furnace or ACs. So if somebody goes to your house and installs a furnace and an AC, you get an automatic 5-year warranty. Now, if you get a licensed contractor, I'll go out there and I'll install it for you. And when I register it under my company saying that, hey, this this was installed by a licensed contractor that is registered with the state, they'll give you a 20-year warranty. So that's the secret to it. Not everybody does it. Why would I give you a 20-year warranty on some of your parts? I want to be back and fix it in 5 years. So a lot of contractors are not going to tell you that. I will. I don't really care. I'm here to save you money. The more money you save, the better I look. Let's put it that way. So look at this. This is telling me that this little guy right here. What size is this shit? I don't even know what size this unit is. I'm thinking it's a 7K. It is a 7K. Look at that. We need to remeasure this because if it's not 5K and they have to be 7Ks, where's that going to put us? So let's calculate this real quick. So we have 1 7K, 2 7K, 3 7K plus an 18K that goes upstairs equals 39. 39 divided by 12, 3 1/4. I wonder if my 3-ton could actually handle that, or we have to find a 3.5 ton. So let's save this. Let's go back to looking at our specs on this guy. So 3 1/4. Let's write that on there so we don't forget. 0.25. We'll come over here. We'll put 7K, which is okay. It doesn't hurt it much. It's pretty close to where it needs to be. So we're our condenser is 3 1/4. I think we can find a 3.5 ton condenser, but first let's read this. Let's make sure this is the right one that we got. Look at that. This little baby thing weighs 20 pounds. God damn. I ate a burrito. I let go of a burrito the other day that was more than that. So my liquid line is a quota. My gas is 3/8. That's little baby stuff. There we go. So if we get 3 of these, we already know for a fact everything's going to be 1/4, 3/8. Next, let's bring it down. Let's bring it down. Wired remote controller. So what it says is you can wire a thermostat to it, or they all come with the thermostat controller. Let's take a look. Well, I like it, but I need to make sure that it. How do we know if it does both? View details. Oh. All right, cool. So next is the weight of it, the warranties, the downloads, operations, operation manual, maybe? Operation manual. Let's see what the operation manual says. I like it. This is a winner for me. But the only thing that I need to know is, does it do both or just AC? So you want to be able to know. Look at that, number 10. So number 10 tells you preparations before operations following. So it does come with the controller. Look at that. So this thing comes with the controller, remote controller overview. Beautiful. Next is To fix the remote controller holder on the wall, choose a location where the signal is able to reach the unit, and the receiver is on the bottom right side corner of this. Fix the holder onto the wall, pillar, whatever. We all know how a controller works, right? You just point it at the thing, and then you press a button. Hopefully, you know what you. I don't know how you can mess that up, but there's people that'll mess it up. But not you guys. You guys are on this stream. That makes you smarter than the average bear. Nothing but winners in this chat. Let's take a look. Where the hell is the number 10 page? Did we pass it? It says 1 through 10, so I'm guessing the last page is 10. Is it this one right here? Let's see, let's go down some. To start auto, cool, dry, fan, and heat operations. I don't know, it looks like it does heating. Heat. The air conditioner heats up the room to the temperature set point. Since this air conditioner heats the room by taking heat from outdoor air to indoors, the heating capacity becomes smaller in lower outdoor temperatures. If the heating effects is inefficient, it is recommended to use another heating appliance in combination with the air conditioner. So this house has a boiler already that heats up the house. So you don't really need this. I guess you want. If I was the house owner, I want a backup heat always. Always have a second source of heat. Why not, right? So this does cooling. This does regular fan and heat. So this is what we're picking, guys. This is definitely the unit that we're going to go with. So we're going to add 3 of these little bastards. We got 3 of those guys. So now let's look for a condenser that fits it, because my condenser is tiny. I put a 3-ton condenser in there. So let's go with a 3.5 mini split Aurora. Oh, snaps. Mini split Aurora. You gotta be kidding me. So now that I looked for that, I'm getting other head units up here. God dang it, I hate this website. I don't hate it. Hate's a bad word. I just dislike this website. They're idiots. Oh, look at that. There's a little... What? Let's put condenser. Tonnage is... Let's go to 4 ton. I'd rather be big than small. Let's take a look. Equipment bundles, shipping. Nope, that's not it. Let's look up Aurora, maybe. Mini split. Mini split. Mini split Aurora. Wow. This thing's pissing me off, guys. Aurora mini split. You gotta be shitting me, seriously? This thing's broken. Alright, so let's click on let's take a look. Brand, Goodman, Daikin. Okay. We're looking for inverter. No. No. Oh, this thing's pissing me off. Refrigeration phase, width, depth, compressor type, metal type, cased or uncased. We're looking for the one that says Aurora on it because we know that's the one that has the I don't even know how I found the other one. That's ridiculous. So let's click equipment. Equipment, and then we're gonna put mini split. Mini split Aurora. Oh. Mini split Aurora. Okay. 18. 2-ton. I need a 3.5 ton or a 4-ton, man. I don't get it. This thing's starting to piss me off now. So, tonnage. They don't have it. Let's click mini split. I wonder if I can just call those guys and have them put it on. Wonder if I can look it up by serial number. Let's see if we can find a serial number out there. Somewhere in this. Google knows it. So Daikin, Aurora, 3.5 ton. Mother effer. Look at that. Google knows it. No, that's a 3-ton bastard. I need a 3.5 ton. Let's look for 4-ton. I know what I can do. So I'm going to copy and paste this guy and then put 48 right in the middle. So the secret is in your model numbers or serial numbers, the tonnage is usually the one right in the middle. And then if you're doing serial numbers, the first 4 will tell you date. What the fuck? Only this one pops up. So we're gonna have to take a quick 10-minute break. I need to call these guys up and see what's going on with their site and why do they not have what I'm looking for. And we'll be right back after these few brief messages. I don't even know. We gotta have I don't have ads for you guys to look at while I come back. But if I did, it'd be pretty cool ads. So I'll be right back, okay? Unless you guys want me to finish this and then just tell you guys the results.